Are you dating someone or emotionally dodging a car crash in slow motion? Let me ask you something. Have you ever ignored a weird gut feeling because you really liked someone? Maybe they were charming, exciting, even addictive. But underneath all that attraction, something felt off. Well, spoiler alert, it probably was. Today, we're diving into 7 brutally honest red flags that can tell you, without a doubt, if you're dating a walking disaster. And don't worry, this isn't about making you paranoid. It's about making you powerful. Let's break the cycle. Let's get real. Let's protect your peace. Why we miss red flags. Before we jump into the signs, let's be honest with ourselves. We don't miss red flags because we're stupid. We miss them because we're hopeful, because they made us laugh or feel seen, or because we wanted the fantasy to be real. But here's the truth. Attraction without awareness is a trap, and spotting the red flags early doesn't mean you're cynical. It means you're wise. All right, let's get into it. Red flag 1. They're emotionally hot and cold. One day, they're obsessed with you. The next, they're ghost-level unavailable. Sound familiar? This inconsistency keeps you hooked because it creates what psychologists call intermittent reinforcement. It's the same method used in slot machines, unpredictable rewards that mess with your brain's dopamine response. Real love doesn't make you anxious and confused. Clarity is love. Chaos is manipulation. Red flag 2. They trash their exes, all of them. Now look, we all have bad breakup stories. But if every single ex is crazy, toxic, or a narcissist, guess who the common denominator is? If someone can't take any responsibility for past relationship problems, you can bet they won't take it in yours either. Accountability is sexy. Blame is lazy. Red flag 3. You feel like you're always explaining yourself. Do they twist your words? Make you feel guilty for how you feel? Turn every conflict into an interrogation. That's not communication. That's control. If you constantly feel like you're on trial in your own relationship, that's not love. It's emotional exhaustion with a romantic filter. Red flag 4. They rush intimacy. I've never felt this way before. You're my soulmate, and it's been a week. Listen, intensity isn't intimacy. Fast-forwarding a relationship is often a tactic to skip over the phase where you might see their true colors. Healthy love takes time. Real connection grows. It doesn't explode. Red flag 5. They joke about hurting you. Then say, "You're too sensitive. Jokes are only funny when both people are laughing." If they say something that cuts deep, then follow it up with, "You're overreacting. They're not joking. They're gaslighting." Humor shouldn't humiliate. Playfulness shouldn't sting. Red flag 6. Their life is always in chaos. Their job? A mess. Their ex? Still texting. Their rent? Unpaid. We all go through rough patches, but if someone is chronically unstable, you're not entering a relationship. You're entering a rescue mission. And spoiler, you're not a rehab center. Red flag 7. Your gut doesn't feel safe. This one isn't easy to explain with words, but you know it when you feel it. That quiet discomfort in your stomach when you're with them. That mental checklist you run through before speaking your mind. That's your nervous system whispering, something's off. Your body notices red flags before your brain is ready to admit them. Listen to it. It's wiser than your heart sometimes. Why we settle. We accept red flags when we believe deep down that we don't deserve more. Or we're scared that love has to be hard to be real. But the truth? You don't have to bleed for love to prove it's real. You don't have to suffer through a storm to earn the sun. Love isn't supposed to feel like surviving. Real life story. The almost love. I knew someone, let's call her Jess. Jess dated a guy who checked every box until box number 1 became a problem. He would disappear for days. then come back with flowers and big apologies. She told herself it was just how he is. Artistic, spontaneous, emotional. But slowly, she stopped smiling, stopped sharing her opinions, started walking on eggshells. When she finally left, she said something I'll never forget. I was dating who I wanted him to be, not who he really was. Oof, relatable, right? Let me say this clearly. Red flags don't mean you're doomed. They mean you're learning. They're not failures, they're feedback. You are allowed to want more. You are allowed to say, this isn't enough for me. You are allowed to walk away from a disaster and still believe in love. Because when you stop ignoring red flags, you start attracting the kind of love that feels like peace, not a project.